Welcome to Radiant Reiki with Carol. My name is Carol and this channel is about all things spiritual. Speaking of spiritual, Spirit told me that there are many of you that are ready to learn a little bit more about spirituality. So I wanted to encourage you in this path because spirituality, having spirituality in your life, there's so many topics that are under the umbrella of spirituality. There's endless things to learn, and it's just a very fulfilling and exciting yet calm life, you know? It's just so fun because you often, whenever you're going down a path of learning, let's say you decide to learn about this aspect of spirituality or that aspect, you will meet new people, and these people are often, you're going to feel kinship with them. They're going to be your tribe of people, and it's always gratifying to meet people that are like you and like-minded, right? So that's another aspect of spirituality that's lovely. And it's always positive. Everything in spirituality is positive for the most part. It's really just a uplifting kind of way to be. There's so many things beyond. When you start learning things that are deeper and more meaningful in your life that your eyes can't see, it's so cool. So for example, there's energy all around us, right? And you can't necessarily see it, just like you can't see this air that's floating around here, but it's here, right? So it's like when you walk into a room and you feel tension, uh-oh, this isn't good. People are having a fight or they're having words, whatever. You can feel that, right? You're feeling the energy. That's what you're doing right there. That's the same energy like what we have in Reiki. You're already feeling it. You can also feel like when you meet a couple and you're talking with them, you can feel when they're in love. You can feel when two people are in love. It's the same thing. You can feel that energy. And so when you get to learn more about it and you get to get more attuned to the energy all around us, then there's so much more energy you get to feel in this world. And like right now, I will tell you, there's a lot of energy right now all around me, and it's really hot and it's so cool. So there's just so much to learn in spirituality. And once you start going down the path of one aspect of spirituality to learn, you realize, wow, there's this, and then there's this, and then there's this. So once you start learning, you start realizing how much you don't know, because there's just so much to learn, and it's just like exciting and great because there's always new things to learn, and I think that's always fascinating, right? It's kind of boring when you know everything, right? The way that I started with spirituality was learning Reiki. It's a really great way to delve into spirituality and energy healing. It's really wonderful. There's so many aspects of spirituality that you get to learn when you are learning Reiki. You learn about energy, of course, that's all around us. You get to feel energy. You learn how to feel it. You learn how to feel and sense auras that are all around each person, plants as well as crystals. All the objects in our lives have an aura. And you get to learn about negative versus positive energy. You also get to learn how to clear negative energy from your existence, which is very helpful. And it's amazing how it'll affect you and your being and your outlook and your perception of life when you can clear that negative energy all around you on a regular basis. You get to also learn how to cut cords from your past that no longer serves you. It could be beliefs that no longer serve you. It could be people that no longer serve you, that you don't want to really have in your energy. It doesn't mean you'll never see them or talk to them. It just means that they're not going to have an impression in your life or an influence in your life. You get to learn about vibrations, different frequencies, and how to raise your vibration. Your vibration is how you perceive the world, and the higher your vibration, the more that you can manifest. You get to learn about manifestation too, and you get to learn about ancestor healing and chakras and their importance, and you get to learn about your higher self and spirit guidance that is available to everyone. So these are all wonderful things that you get to learn if you decide to go down the Reiki path. And I highly encourage it because it's a really nice launching pad or gateway to spirituality. And it introduces you to lots of aspects of spirituality. And then from there, you could decide, oh, that looks interesting. I think I'll go down that path next. And then after you go down that path, then you might go, oh, I think I want to go down this one now. So there's so many wonderful things to learn and they're all really interesting because they all have to do with our world and all the things in our world that go unseen, right? And it's all things that we may have felt or even thought in our mind, but it's really a more like feeling. So when you start to think about whatever aspect of spirituality you want to learn, you want to choose the aspect or the topic of spirituality that feels right in your heart. So remember, I've talked to you about doing this with your finger, and this will get you into your heart space and out of your head. When you do this, so ask when you have a decision to make about, oh, should I go learn Reiki or not? You can get into your heart space and see how that feels. When you get into your heart space and you ask yourself, should I learn Reiki, for example? If it feels tight in there in your heart and kind of hurts, then it's like, maybe not. Maybe that's not for you. But if it feels, when you get in there and you open this up and it feels open and warm and you feel good when you hear that word Reiki and it feels right to you, then that's the path you want to do, whether it be Reiki or something else. So you just want to make sure you make that decision, not with a logical mind, but with your heart space. And this is how you can get into your heart space. The more decisions that you can get out of your logical mind into your heart space, the more that you're going to be following Spirit's guidance. And Spirit knows a whole lot more about what's going on that we can't see and that we can't know right then than you can. So it's like having, some person that can see everything down the road for you, and because they do, and they can see, oh, you don't want to go down that road. That might be so the more you can make decisions from your heart space like this, instead of your head, better off you're going to be, right? If your heart tells you and makes you feel like that you want to learn Reiki, go ahead and email me at radiantreiki@gmail.com. Or you can also check out my website. That'll give you a lot of information about Reiki and what it's all about and what I do. That's called radiantreiki.com. So check those out. Leave a comment about your spiritual experiences or any aspect of spirituality that you might want to learn next, including Reiki, whatever, or things that you've already learned and that you recommend for others people to learn. That would be wonderful for other people to see in the comments, okay? I'm not the expert here. I'm not the only person here that knows something about spirituality. There's many of us out here, right? In love and light, I'll see you next time.